Hi there, I'm Ben Hong, full-wheel public relations lead at American Honda Powersports. And we're joining you guys today from the outskirts of Southern California at a little ranch. Out here, there are always plenty of chores to do and rarely enough time to get them done. And we're here with some exciting news about Honda's most compact side-by-side. Now there's a good chance you guys probably live and work in a place just like this. And the key to tackling that never-ending to-do list is a little bit of elbow grease and having the right tools. And the right tools usually means a machine that's maneuverable, powerful, and is up for a little bit of fun at the end of the day. Honda just happened to focus on these areas when developing the compact, multi-purpose Pioneer 500. And now you can add the Honda Pioneer 520 to that list. That's right. Today, we're excited to announce an all-new Honda Pioneer side-by-side for 2021. Featuring a dump bed, a larger engine, updated suspension, and smoother shift programming, the Pioneer 520 retains the compact 50-inch width and shares the same ethos as its smaller displacement sibling. But it pays even closer attention to the needs of hobby farmers, hunters, and everyone in between. Everyone works hard and needs a capable machine that helps get the job done. And with these changes, and a few others, all of which we'll cover in more detail shortly, the Pioneer 520 achieves that goal. The Pioneer 500 arrived in 2015 and quickly turned into a go-to rig for hunters and adventure seekers. Also at 50 inches wide, it's nimble and fits on width-restricted trails that are normally the realm of ATVs. Plus, it's a great mobile tool for the ranch or farm. And best of all, the entire Pioneer family is designed in Ohio and manufactured in South Carolina, both of which are high-demand markets for side-by-side. Big challenges are fun, but life isn't all about big jobs and treacherous passes. For some of us, those to-do lists are dominated by smaller tasks, and the stretch of trail might be a bit shorter, probably a bit tighter too. Now, if that describes you, then perhaps you're one of the people who've long made the Pioneer 500 such a popular option, with more than 40,000 units sold since 2015. But you guys don't just buy them, you use them. And we appreciate the feedback that you've given us on this little side-by-side. So what was missing? Well, to start, a dump bed. Many also argued for more power, because not everyone's land is flat and because a little extra oomph makes the afternoon ride back to the truck a little bit more enjoyable. You also wanted to ensure the transmission was as seamless as possible and that the suspension offered ideal performance in a wide range of conditions. The standout feature of this new machine is definitely the bed, which has a 450-pound capacity and is packed with functionality. There are recess rings for 5-gallon buckets incorporated into the floor to help hold things in place. Similarly, the floor has ridges to help position milk crates for the same reason. There are even built-in slots that can hold a plywood divider to better organize your gear. 5 D-rings are strategically positioned around the bed's perimeter for anchoring tie-downs. There are even cup holder rings in the tailgate. And last, but definitely not least, the bed is Honda Pro Connect compatible, enabling easy fitment of Honda accessories. We'll touch more on that shortly. This bed can be loaded up with camping equipment, feed and supplies, or enough fishing gear for a fun day at the river. Today, we've got it loaded with gardening supplies that needed to be hauled to the other side of the property. Tilting the Pioneer 520's bed is as easy as pushing down on this lever located on the driver's side of the machine. Something cool to note is that the new bed also simplifies general maintenance, as tilting the bed opens up access to the air filter and battery box. Engineers made improvements to the shock damping and increased comfort and control. Front and rear suspension are modern, independent double wishbone designs. Suspension travel is 5.8 inches up front and 5.9 inches at the rear, while ground clearance is 8.5 inches. Furthermore, the rear suspension has adjustable preload to tailor the ride height to match the loads. The Pioneer 520's wheelbase is still 73 inches, but overall length is now 105 inches, 2.4 inches longer than the 500. But more importantly, the narrowest in class 50-inch width is retained. A key design feature since day one. This dimension is a huge hit with our customers, as it enables owners to load the Pioneer 520 into the back of their truck, try that with the competition, and legally access width-restricted trails or navigate tight spaces on their property. An added benefit is that the Pioneer takes up less space when it's not being used, leaving additional room in your garage or shed for your equipment. The 24-inch tires are new as well, with a new design that offers longer wear while still striking a nice balance between traction, stability, and maneuverability. Honda's 518cc engine is tuned for the side-by-side application and is designed to offer low to mid-range power and torque needed for scrambling up trails or hauling materials. Power is fed directly to the front and rear drive shafts with no belt drive to maintain. As before, the engine is mounted longitudinally in the chassis, an arrangement that allows direct drive shaft alignment to the front and rear wheels for maximum drivetrain efficiency. Of course, this model also has Honda's Trax Lock system, which lets you choose between four-wheel drive to maximize available traction or two-wheel drive for when lighter steering is the priority. What about the transmission? That's always been a strong area with Honda side-by-sides, and the Pioneer 520 is no exception. As before, you can select on the fly between automatic shifting when you want to let the machine do the work and manual shifting with these paddles on the steering column. Not only that, but the paddles can even be used when driving in automatic mode, so you can force gear changes when the situation calls for it. For example, downshifting to help climb a hill. That was also the case with the Pioneer 500, but a number of changes were made to the Pioneer 520's shift mapping based on customer feedback. For example, the transmission has been tuned to upshift at lower engine speeds than before, which improves shift rhythm. In addition, the calibration has been adjusted to optimize shift shock. And remember that manual override capability I mentioned earlier? Thanks to key programming changes, you can force downshifts through a wider RPM range. The system now allows the downshifts at higher revs than before. This gives you more flexibility in the wide range of conditions you might experience on the trail or around your property. Towing capacity is also rated at 1,000 pounds. It's not all about work, of course. Thanks in part to its larger engine displacement and aided by its revised suspension, the Pioneer 520 is poised to tackle tougher terrain. Factor in the nimble handling and transmission with automatic and manual modes, and you have a machine that's ready to have some fun whenever you are. Regardless of where you take your Pioneer or what jobs you tackle with it, Honda likely has an accessory for the task at hand. In fact, a total of 41 accessories are available for the Pioneer 520, some of which are interchangeable with other ProConnect compatible Honda side-by-sides and ATVs. Standout items include a bed rack, chainsaw mount, half cargo box, full fabric doors, a plow and plow mount, a utility basket, and much more. And you can expect to see these units hit the dealerships in January with an MSRP of $9,499. Now, for those of you guys out there who don't need all the features and benefits of the Pioneer 520, we're bringing back the Pioneer 500 as well for 2021. And it's still a great option for those looking to maximize value, especially now with the reduced MSRP of $8,499. But in the meantime, please go and check out more information on the Pioneer 520 and 500 at our website at powersports.honda.com. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you guys next time on the next trail, the next job site, or the next ranch.